Greetings and welcome back to Hydroneer. Today, to increase our drilling capacity, we are going to craft a new iron drill. Now we do have this one over here. We bought it secondhand, but that's it. There are no others to purchase in any way, shape, or form. So if we want more drilling, we're going to have to craft, and that is what we're going to do. Now in the meantime, you can see I've added extra smelting capability here. This is our power shards over here, and this is our cloudium. This is actually all of my cloudium in there. And basically what I did was I took the power shards that I had, poured them in there, and of course I made 2 ingots. I think one of them is 31. That one's 37, the other one is 31. And you can see they have no value. The reason is you don't sell these. You put them into things in order to power. And that's actually why I brought this with me here. I purchased this when I got the extra smelters and funnels. Basically, it halves an ingot. The only real use you'd have for that would be power shards. For instance, if I had a couple of those powered things over there, then I only had this one, I would just cut it in half and put it into 2. I actually do have a new one in here. Hopefully it's boosting things. And these things just break all the time. My goodness. It's just amazing how quickly they break. I was actually looking for something, hoping it existed, but it didn't. But I also noticed something quite interesting. Now, here's the thing. We need 2 things in order to craft. One is money. I kind of took care of that already. 2, we need materials. Now in this case, we need iron. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to see how much iron I have. I do believe I have more than enough here. Okay, now the cost is one thing. The weight is the important part. Now I have a lot there, 430. So this is going to do the job. I'm going to put this over here like this. I'm going to drop that on the ground. Now I do actually have some extra money over here because what I did was I took the gold that I had accumulated at that time and I took the emerald. You might notice there's only a small emeralds in there right now. Hold on a second. Here, do a little compress. Right, you notice the emerald is smaller. It is starting to come back, but it is smaller. And I got about 3,100 because, yeah, these things, I'm burning through a lot of them. Wow, there's only one left there. Yeah, because the thing is, these don't really break so much anymore. These guys, they break a lot. All right, so I'm just going to leave that, and I'm guaranteed that that's going to be the point of failure when we return. All right, where are we going? So let's go on the map here, and let's take a look. All right, so you see in the middle towards the top, you see Iron Helm. That's where we're going, because that's where the manufacturing capacity is. Well, the manufacturing place, that's where it is, right? Okay, so we're just going to go. Now, I mentioned the money. I already put the money there because I didn't want to carry 2 things at once. So let's go. All right, like I mentioned, there is 2 things you need. You need money and of course you need the materials. Now in terms of tier 2, that's going to be a long time. Now I didn't show you, but the last time I weighed my cloudium, first of all, cloudium sells for a lot. I mean a lot, but if you sell it, you're crazy. I think it was a weight of 21 and it sold for like 4,600 or something like that. But understand, everything that I have is like 21, 22 in terms of weight right now. Keep that in mind. All right, now you see the road over there? See the cobble one right there? The rocks? We're going to be going up that way. But we can go around this way. This road on the left is going to take us up there. And it's going to be cold. It's not going to mean anything, but it's going to be cold. Okay, so now this place is rather large. And it's actually a dig site too, which I don't really understand. But we're going to take a look at that. All right, so here we are. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's just back up. That way I can get out of here quickly. All right, and here. Boom, and I'm out. All right, I'm going to need, of course, to carry the iron with me. Okay, this is actually another store here. You can buy this stone stuff if you want to make it look nice like that. I don't think they sell this stuff down below, right? It's kind of like, you know, the wintery type stuff. I mean, if you want to build, I just don't know where you're going to build at that point. Okay, so that's where we're going. I want to take a look at this first here. Apparently, you can get stuff down to the dig site by putting it in here, right? But it does seem as if it's going to the dig site, so we're not going to be using that. Now, pay attention to that. I have a feeling we're going to be using it because what it says basically is it drops stuff for your vehicle. I mean, we're not going to park our vehicle there, but that's how we're going to be loading stuff up. All right, so into the mines of Moria. Okay. By the way, I don't believe that there's fall damage in this game. Yeah, there we go. No reason to wait for the elevator, right? Okay, so the forge. But that is not where we're going first. All right, so let's just carry our iron with us. Although I think we can drop the iron off over there, which is probably not a bad idea. All right, so we'll talk about this when we get back, but I can only carry one thing at a time, so boom, the iron. Okay, so where we're going is this way, because this is ye old store. Tools and equipment. Now, there's some very interesting things in here, and one thing that caught my eye. All right, so some of these are actually much better than the things you get. Now, for instance, right? Where is it? Forge iron dirt shredder. Cloudium dirt shredder. That's, I believe, if you don't want to use the harvester and if you want stuff to just drop on and roll across or something like that. Not really sure about that. There are some interesting things over here. Cloudium pressure tank. Cloudium pipes. And then a cloudium intake. So, I mean, there's a lot of interesting things here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that the water filter hook, that there was a cloudium version of that. Maybe that would break less, because those are my big point of failure right now. So you have a whole bunch of stuff down here. Basically, this is for mostly digging here, because there is actually a place where you can do that. You know what? Why don't we just take a quick look at that first? All right, I think it's down this way. It is a bit of a run. See, this is actually a dig site too. It's expensive. And frankly, I have no idea how you would actually do this. All right. Kind of scary, too. Kind of scary. All right, right here. See, this one costs $7,200. And this is it, and there's water, and there's more over there, and I don't even know what's going on down here. So if you are going to be using that thing on the top to send stuff down, it looks like it's coming here. In other words, you would buy, see, look, it says dropping right here. You would be buying equipment up above, and then you'd be sending it down here. That way you can build. It just doesn't seem to be enough room for anything, so. And of course, this would send it back to the vehicle. All right, so let's just go on back. I have no idea how you would work that. None. Absolutely none. Let's get back to the store because we have crafting to do. Now, it is an interesting process. It was also very enlightening when I showed up here in the first place, and I realized how long it was going to be before I can actually get to the tier 2s. Okay, so these figurines, this is how you craft. Now, did you happen to notice that iron that I had? It was like 430. I had to wait a long time before the weight built up enough. The reason is because what we want to build is right here. A forged iron drill, masterwork design. I don't know if this is better than the one we have. I'd like to draw your attention to that. 300. It does require weight, not value, weight. So it had to be 300 or more in weight in order to craft. Now, that only cost 184. Now, this is the tier 2, the Cloudium drill. Yeah, notice 1,000 iron weight, but that's not the fun part. 300 weight in Cloudium. My entire, everything that I've gotten from Cloudium in this game so far during this playthrough is 21 or 22. Depending on how many fell in the meantime, you know? 300, that's going to take a while. I also noticed, oh, and over here, of course, is the harvester, which, of course, costs a lot less than the drill, right? And, of course, this is the Cardium Harvester. That requires 100 weight of Claudium and only 300 weight. So, yeah, the drill is the most expensive one, especially this one. Yikes. Now, I also saw these. Forged Iron Intake Booster. Now, it doesn't actually tell you what it does here. But, I mean, you can see, if you look at the bottom there, it's like the intake in there, and then it's got something on top. You know, that's something I'm going to have to make. And that's the reason that I wanted more iron, because I think we're going to make this too. First things first. Now, I was here before and I dropped my money. So I have 1,297. Shouldn't be a problem. All right, so let's just do what we came here for, right? Take that, and we'll put it over here. That's the right one, right? T1, and boom. Okay, so let's do crafting. Basically, you take the figurine, you put it in the proper place, you load in the materials, you pull the switch, and it works. Theoretically speaking. Now, what happens is, apparently, it is going to return to me whatever I don't use. So I should get an ingot back for the remaining. All right, so let's just put that there. There we go. All right, so now, where'd it go? It just blends in. All right, so we pour this into the forge. Okay. So that's okay, let's take a look at this. You put the figurine in place. You put the materials in the smelter. You pull the switch, you get the item. Hopefully, I will also get the excess material back, right? All right, so let's do this. And there's my new toy. Okay, and I think it gave me it back. Right, there we go. Now, I don't actually know how much that is because I have no way of weighing it. It should be about 130, which means it's useful for what I want. Okay, so how are we going to do this? If I want to make something else, well, I guess we're just going to have to test this, aren't we? Okay, so this says that if I put something in there, it will come out where the truck is. I guess we're just going to have to test that. Okay, I hope that didn't disintegrate. And then I'm down here. I'm not really sure how I'm down here because that's a grating. Okay. By the way, this is the dig area in case you forgot. I didn't realize I was that thin. I really need to eat more often, you know what I mean? Okay, like I said, I hope that wasn't disintegrated and it's waiting for me outside. That would be very costly if it wasn't. Okay, so now what I really like to do, because I do want to boost production, is I want to try that iron intake item. This one right here. It's only 60, and I brought extra with me. Of course, that means I'm going to have to carry the iron out. I could leave it here, though. I think I will. I think I'll leave the iron in here. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to buy this, because I'm hoping that that's going to do boosting. It says booster, right? All right, so let's just take this up here, and let's make this. Of course, we could just double down and have that go down the little thing there, too, and just carry the iron out. It's probably the best idea. So I'm hoping that's going to be waiting for us outside, right? Oh, that's right. I get to keep the figurine. Okay, hold on a minute. I hope that these figurines aren't going to vanish on me, right? I mean, I don't think I want to carry it out with me. That doesn't make any sense, right? All right. This one, though, I want to try this. Oh, it probably would work, but, you know, you want to center it, right? All right, there we go. And where did my iron go? Oh, there it is right there. All right, and we're going to throw that in there because that only needs 60. And that should be 130, so boom. Okay, there it is way over there. Okay, so that is a booster that goes on the intake. I thought that might actually have the intake thing there too. All right, well, you know what? Where is the, there it is. You know what? I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there. And we'll put this like here. And I'll leave that there. All right, so the booster basically goes on top of the intake. Okay, that's good. It doesn't look like I have space for a, well, let's read it. Increases intake pipe pressure by 20%. Okay, that's good, as long as it doesn't break or something like that. Okay, so to the elevator and out of here. All right, and we're nearly out of here, and hopefully there's something sitting right over here. Yes, there is. Good. Okay, so that's how that works. You can manufacture things, and you can throw them out, and if I put something in here, it would go down to the dig area. Because they figure if you manufacture something, you can just carry it down, right? All right, and we're down. And we got a new drill, one that we made ourselves. All right, it's this way. I turned it around. Okay, so let's head back to the dig site, add in our new toys, and see an amazing boost in production. And we're home. All right, let me just jump out of here. Okay, I'm guessing that we're going to see some sparking over here. Yep, just where I knew it was going to be, too. All right, why don't we just throw this over here? Because I'm already set up for it. And then let me get the intake. Right here, this guy here, because I want to put that in there. Hopefully I can do a repair here. Okay, and I'm actually empty. Do I have any more? No, I don't. All right, let me shut this off for now. Right, and then I'll turn this one off too. Right. Okay, so first things first, it's nighttime, so let's just sleep, and then we'll take care of this first thing in the morning. Someone suggested me going into creative mode and messing with the time that way. I guess we'll have to see. It's just that I really don't like the way that works. All right, you know, the first thing I want to do, I should say the simplest thing. I took it out, right? Where did... Oh, there it is, right over there. I want to see what this guy does and see how this works. All right, so... Okay, is this up here? Right there. Okay, not really sure how this thing works. Oh, you know what it is? I think I have to, like, hold on a second. Rotate. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. Boom, okay. All right, so there it is. Oh, can I hook more of them in? Okay, I see that now. See, there's space now for 4 of them. Okay, that's interesting. But question is, do I have to repair them? Oh, please, please don't tell me I have to repair them. It's a 0%. Good, good, good. Let's see. We just repaired you. 47, 34, 59, 80. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so let's plug in our new toy. And that's you right here. All right, so let's just see about putting that up there. Okay, which way is it facing? All right, I see... Okay, hold on a minute here. I really wish it would make it a little bit more obvious where things were. Rotate. Rotate. I'm looking to see here now. Right there. That should be it. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, so now what I need to do is I need water going in there, right? So that shouldn't be a problem. And by the way, I brought another one of these with me since I am going to power it. All right, let's take that out. And right here. That's the reason that I couldn't put anything there, because that's what I was planning on doing. T, boom, done. All right, I think, yeah, I'm going to put this in there now. All right. I think it's a Y. No, it isn't. It's a T. No, it's a rotate, isn't it? Okay, but I am going to have to T that. I think that'll do. Yeah, I already have a block, you know, so that I can drop something in there, right? All right, so let's just plug another one in there, like that. And then we'll put this in here like this. And if we can get some T and then some Y going here. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer them all into place. You, and you. All right, and then, of course, I'm going to grab this And I'm going to put that there. And what I'm going to do, for simplicity purpose, is I'm going to grab everything that I've been doing with this. All right, so that's been building for a while. How much is this one? 25, it'll do. Boom. So we have 2 drills now, and we also have, hold on a second. Okay. We also have one of these boosters down here. So I'm going to get more of them, obviously. I could have made a second one because I had 70 left over there, because it was 130 left and I used 60, so I could have made another one. I thought it was something that fit on top. That's what the diagram looked like. Oh well. Okay, so we have this going now, right? And we should get a nice significant boost in production. So let's get going with this, right? And you know, I'm going to stop turning these off. All right, let's see what we get going here now, huh? That does seem to be moving faster now too, because water pressure is going to make it all work faster. Now here's a question. Could I get another one over here? I mean, I don't really need this one anymore, right? I mean, if I put a T here and I bought it out and then turned it in this way, could I just do that? I think that I could. I don't think that that would be a problem. That way we would have 3 of them dunking into one harvester, which doesn't really seem to be a problem at this point. And it does seem to be working a lot faster now because of the increase in water pressure, doesn't it? So this is going to help a lot. But like I mentioned here, let's just take a quick look. This is all of my Cloudium. All of my Cloudium. Now, it's worth a lot of money, but it's only 23 in weight. And if I wanted to make a Cloudium drill, I would need 100. Pardon me, 300. 300, okay, so I'm just gonna throw that back in there. I need 300 and I need 1,000 in terms of the iron. Now, 1,000 in terms of the iron, considering what we just did, I don't think it would be much of a problem, right? Because I did have 430. Mind you, it did take a while. But we do have a significant speed boost here right now. And of course, I can do more boosting right down here, can't I? I mean, I have one of those, and there's spots for 3 more. So we can have a lot more water pressure going on. And then, of course, I have this one over here and that one over there. So the thing is that I think we can boost production. It's just a matter of how much of it is going to be Cloudium. That's the deal. But anyway, we have a new drill, one that we made ourselves. We now know the process. Basically, you go down, you buy the figurine, you place the figurine in the forge, and then you satisfy the weight material requirements by putting it into the smelter there, pull the handle, and da-da. And you don't have to worry about carrying it out either. You can just drop it in the little conveyor belt, and it will be waiting for you outside. As a matter of fact, we should probably next time back the truck into it so it just falls right into the truck. Because that's what the diagram says, doesn't it? Okay, so I think we're good to go. You know, in the meantime, I might make some more boosters. At least one, because I already have it down there. And it's not going to take very long for me to get another 120 iron, too, to get 2 more. Especially with the rate that that is working at right now. That is running much faster. And if we get all the boosters going, things will be awesome. Now here's the question. That first one was broken when we showed up. 87, yikes. Yeah, these guys right here, they're just killing me. And you know what? I'm going to need to buy another bag of tools. But that's why I have the money over there. I think I still have about 2,500 over there. But you know, look at this. Where is that? 4,400. That's the gold. So yeah, I'm not going to be poor anytime soon. Here, hold on. It is a little tricky to get it back in there, you know. So I can make some really nice jewelry, especially considering I got some big jewels over here, don't I? As a matter of fact, let's make them bigger. I'll lay off the emerald. I'll do the ruby next. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So we've manufactured a second drill. And of course, we also manufactured an intake booster, and we can have 3 more. So this is actually quite interesting. It is going to be a long time, though, before we can get any tier 2 items, Claudium, because the iron can be done. It's just a matter of letting it go and repairing things. But Claudium, I mean, you saw how much I have. I need 300 for a better drill. And I think that's kind of the thing that I would need, would be the drill. I mean, the harvester seems to be doing the job. And even if we had to go to the tier 2 harvester, it's a lot less expensive. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.